Hey there, how's it going everybody? Welcome back. So I'm here next to none other than the borage plant, or as I call it, borage. Now this plant has so many uses. Besides having edible flowers and leaves, it helps to attract plenty of pollinating beneficial bees to the garden. So if you've ever grown this plant before, then you know how large they can get. But today I'm going to share with you how you can go about pruning this plant to better fit into your landscape so that you're still filling in the gaps, but you're not allowing the plant to get too large and shade out some of the other smaller plants that may be nearby. So this plant here is growing atop a hugelkultur mound, and you can see down here I've got some longevity spinach trying to get going, and also there's a purple jalapeno back here, and they're beginning to now get shaded out because of the scale of this plant. So as we take a closer look here at a single stem of this plant, you can see how everywhere there's a node, it begins to push out new growth to create more of a bush-like structure. In this case here, I don't want outward-facing growth that's going to now continue to shade this longevity spinach, so I'm going to make a cut just above this node here, which is facing more inward. I'm also going to pull back this tree-collared leaf. Now let's try to get some more light down to that purple jalapeno. Once again, just going to make a cut just above this node here. And once again, I got a tree-collared leaf that's blocking out some of the sun, so we'll snap that off. And now you can see we got some good sunlight coming in to help feed that pepper plant and allow that to get larger. I'm going to continue to prune this same plant back a little bit, allowing more light to penetrate to this ground cherry here. And now, as you can see, we have a more balanced situation here. All the plants are getting full sun. So here's what we took off of just that one plant. And as I had mentioned, you can eat the flowers, you can also eat the leaves of this plant. But if you're growing in abundance, you're probably going to have excess even after what you want to eat. Which is why this plant also makes a great chop and drop. That's where you simply take the prunings of some of the plants that you're trimming back and use that as mulch around some of the other plants that are growing in the garden to help prevent the soil from drying out and retain moisture, while at the same time helping to build up your soil by adding in even more organic matter to your landscape. Here's another situation where this borage is starting to encroach over this daylily plant. So I'm just going to, again, do a quick pruning. And in just a couple seconds, I've opened up the area, allowing more sun to now penetrate into the daylily. And although borage is an annual plant, it's a heavy cedar, so it has the ability to self-sow. So chances are, if you've got this plant growing out in your garden, you're going to see some volunteers pop up the following year.